Boom, you want a truth bomb? You want a freaking truth bomb? Okay, so remember it took FEMA 10 days to show up in North Carolina while people are starving and dying, have nothing. Well, Mayorkas finally went to North Carolina. Finally, 2 weeks, more than 2 weeks later. So he decides to do a briefing during the press briefing with KJP, and they zoom him in via Zoom on a screen, and Jackie Heinrich at Fox asks him an important question. May not be about North Carolina, but a very important question nonetheless. Listen.
Mr. Secretary, how was this man brought into the U.S.? What screening did he undergo? What did he apply for to get here?
Jackie, I'm here in North Carolina communicating with the individuals who are still conducting search and rescue operations. Over 200 people have lost their lives in Hurricane Helene. We have reports that at least 10 individuals have lost their lives as a result of Hurricane Milton. I'd be very pleased to answer your question in a different setting, but we're here to talk about emergencies and the support that we can deliver to people in desperate need. Thank you.
I appreciate that, Mr. Secretary, but we're getting conflicting answers from your agency and from the State Department about a man who was arrested for an election day terror plot. How do you not have those answers prepared?
Oh, Jackie, that's not what I said. What I said is I'd be pleased to discuss this issue at a different time, but I am here to speak about disasters that have impacted people's lives in real time, and that is the subject that I'm addressing today.
Mr. Secretary, can you assure people that appropriate steps have been taken to secure the country against these kinds of threats? Because the outstanding question is whether this man was radicalized before the U.S. government brought him here or afterward. And people should be concerned about that.
Jackie, your persistence in questioning can be matched by my persistence in answers.
She had to ask him 3 times. 3 times she asked him the same question, by the way, which was absolutely relevant and important. We find out that there was an Afghan national brought to the United States, worked with the deep state within the United States, and he was plotting an election day terror event. This is 2 weeks away. You don't think this is an important question to ask Mayorkas? And again, once again, when they get nailed, when they get backed into the corner, just like KJP did the other day when Ducey asked them, how can you say $100 million for Helene hurricane victims and $157 million for Lebanon? And she said something like, well, we need Congress to come back and do their job. Well, Congress apparently didn't need Congress for the 157. And then she got frustrated. She got back to the corner, closes the book and walks out. Mayorkas 3 times said he couldn't answer something like, by the way, that whole thing, that whole photo op garbage that he did, he was in North Carolina 6 hours. 6 hours. And look what, he was there. He was so aggrieved by being in North Carolina for that time. Look at what he did right afterwards. Well, he had to get over to Nobu. He had to grab sushi dinner at Nobu, D.C., which, by the way, will cost the taxpayer probably $500 a head. It's a very expensive sushi restaurant in D.C. Folks, these people are disgusting. They're all about themselves. They lie, they obfuscate, and when you corner them, they run off. KJP, Mayorkas, truth bomb, boom, Bolling.